Famously, when Alexander Pato was bursting onto the scene at AC Milan, he was told by Fat Ronaldo that he could go one of two paths. He could either be a nice boy who goes to church, like Kaká, or be a wild boy chasing skirts and living the playboy lifestyle, like him and Paolo Maldini. Pato heeded the words of the fat Brazilian and would then go on to bang the owner of AC Milan's daughter. And you know how the rest of his career went. A cautionary tale that we unfortunately have seen repeated by young athletes throughout pretty much all of history. You saw it a couple years back with Dele Alli and his faux pas. And then just this past summer, you saw the likes of Phil Foden and Mason Greenwood get caught sneaking some Instagram thoughts into their hotel. So it begs the question, is it smarter for a lot of these younger athletes to actually settle down, maybe get married, start a family? And that way you can just focus on your career. Or do you sow your wild oats and let the ego boost of betting multiple women go ahead and drive you to further conquests? And since Rona has given us all an excuse to stay inside and not spend money on these thank you, China, I thought on this V-Day, I'd go ahead and make a team of the best married players in FIFA 21 and have them go up against the best bachelor team in FIFA 21 to truly see which is the righteous path for these young, talented athletes. If you're excited to see these two diametrically opposed teams face off against each other in this experiment, go ahead, take your hard erect nibble, smush it into the like button right now, subscribe if you are new. Now, for you guys who are unfamiliar, I'm going to go through both of these teams, give a little backstory, and there is a lot of juiciness, a lot of salacious stories with the Bachelor team. Then we're going to take both of them, put them into a career mode sim, send to the end of the season, see which one finishes higher up in the table, and then we're going to do a live action 11-on-11 match where we take these two teams to the virtual pitch and they battle it out there. And as I do, I have to go ahead and make a prediction on who I think is going to win either one of these competitions. And if I lose, I have to do some type of forfeit, and it is only fitting, since it is Valentine's Day, for every prediction that I get wrong, I will be giving away a year subscription to a OnlyFans of your choice. Yes, one or two of you lucky viewers are going to get an OnlyFans subscription of your choice. Obviously not to me, unless you want mine. I actually do have an OnlyFans. Long story. I'll be honest, I don't even think I can legally give an OnlyFans subscription away on YouTube, so this is going to be a video game giveaway. Wink. But without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's start off with the single eligible bachelors. May I present to you the highest rated boy squad that you could get in FIFA 21. And we gotta start it off, unfortunately, as a Manchester United fan, with Mason Greenwood. Now, unfortunately for Mason, he was in flying form before the summer started, and then ever since this incident and a couple of other incidents, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has definitely given him a little bit of a cold shoulder. He started more on the bench, and his form has notably dipped. But I don't know if it's Hope related, because Phil Foden invited in those blonde thoughts, and he's performing amazing. So if I have any advice for Phil Foden, is keep the hose coming. Now, you might have noticed they are a little bit higher rated than they usually are, and that is because I'm using their future stars rating, just to make it competitive, because the married team is pretty stacked. You'll see later. And speaking of stacked, Cristiano Ronaldo has dated some of the most stacked women in this lifetime. My God. Now, there's going to be a couple of you guys who are going to debate me on whether Cristiano Ronaldo should be on the married list. He's been with his longtime girlfriend, Georgina, for years now. They fathered multiple children together. And most recently, cryptically this past, I think, summer, she had an IG post with the caption that referred to Cristiano Ronaldo as her husband in Spanish, which has made a lot of people speculate, did they secretly get married during the age of Rona? But nothing has been official. There doesn't seem to be any ring on it. So, I mean, if we check the VAR here, seems like he's still single. Then you got Neymar on the singles list because presumably you can't marry your sister. Conte is a very private man. There's a couple of rumors that he's married to someone, but on the official Wikipedia, he's still single, so alright. Joshua Kimmich has a girlfriend, but isn't married. And here's the interesting trend that I noticed when making this team, and that is defenders tend to get married earlier. Like, all the top defenders, pretty much, except for Trent, who's not really a top-rated defender, let's be honest, are all married. This is the best that I could do for the backline. We have a right back playing out of position, João Cancelo, Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's only 22, Aymeric Laporte, who's 26, but yeah, still not married. And another point of controversy, I get this every single time. People in the comment section say, PK's married, what are you talking about? stupid American. Which, about being stupid American, not wrong. But on PK being married, it is incorrect. Go ahead, check the VAR once again. He's been with his longtime girlfriend, Shakira, famously for years and years. It seems like almost over a decade now. But they haven't gotten married, and it isn't because PK is getting cold feet. It's actually Shakira. She has been quoted as saying that marriage scares the shit out of her, and that she doesn't want PK to look at her as a wife, but more so as a lover and as a girlfriend. So PK is technically still a bachelor, although, I mean, practically they're married in every way except for the title. And now, there are two keepers that are higher rated than Thibaut Courtois, but there is no way that there is any keeper who deserves to be in the starting lineup for the Bachelor squad for Team Fuckboy than Thibaut Courtois. I tell the story pretty much every time he's in the team, but he very famously hooked up with Kevin De Bruyne's fiance, and the Belgian national team has been awkward since. And then there was a documented case that while Thibaut Courtois' girlfriend was pregnant with his kid, he apparently ended up cheating on her and leaving her for a younger girl. And now the story has come out that during his time at Chelsea, he apparently was having an affair with his next door neighbor's wife, and that allegedly resulted in him fathering a child with his next door neighbor's wife, who is now, I believe, seeking child support. This man was just born in the wrong era. He would have fit in perfectly with the likes of Paolo Maldini and Fat Ronaldo. He has to be the first choice keeper on the Bachelor squad, and I'm gonna make him the captain, because goddamn it, what a ledge. And then you compare that to the story of Jan Oblak, who is by all accounts just like a nice guy and single. There's nothing spicy about Oblak. But that cannot be said about Mr. Manuel Neuer. Now, I have done this experiment in the past, and you might have noticed Mr. Manuel Neuer was on the married list. But just this past year, there have been rumors that he has split from his longtime wife, who is 34 years of age, and is now rumored to be dating a very, very hot 19-year-old handball player. He always was a little quick off the line. And then a lot of the substitutions and the bench tend to be younger guys, because, you know, you're usually not marrying that young. You got De Ligt, who's 21, you got Mbappe, who's 22, Erling Haaland, who's 20, De Jong, who's 23, got a smoking hot girlfriend, by the way. Jadon Sancho's only 20. Raheem Sterling has been with his girlfriend for a long time. In fact, there were a couple of rumors that they might have secretly tied the knot, but once again, check the VAR. Then you got Heung-min Son, who I assume will eventually marry a K-pop star. Lenglet's only 25, Bernardo Silva's only 26, Paul Pogba, good Muslim boy, he hasn't found the love of his life yet. Sadio Mane isn't married, Goretzka is still pretty young, Verratti, Bachelor, Oblak, Bachelor, Guerrero, Bachelor, Dele Alli, a Bachelor. We have photo proof of it, and Skriniar, a Bachelor as well. So overall, you can see, yes, there are a couple of notable high-rated players, but the majority of the squad tend to be kind of younger, more upstarts who have yet to settle down. Except Manuel Neuer and Courtois. Ladies, don't marry keepers, apparently. With Team Fuckboy coming out to an attack of 89, a midfield of 87, and a defense of 86. But how does it compare to the most loyal team in FIFA 21? Actually, I don't know that. They're just married, but pro athletes cheat all the time. Let's be honest. And speaking of loyal men, let's talk about Lionel Messi. Now, for you guys who don't know the story, Messi is married to his best friend's cousin. They grew up together. They've had multiple kids together. Although, as pure and wholesome as the story is, Lionel Messi didn't end up actually marrying her until 3 years ago in 2017. They met each other when she was 5 and he was 6. And he waited 24 years to be like, all right, yeah, I'll marry you. Next up, you got Robert Lewandowski, who's married to like a Polish model. You got Eden Hazard, who's been married for a very long time. Bruno Fernandes was married even before he came over to Manchester United. Toni Kroos has been married for a while. Kevin De Bruyne dumped the ex that cheated on him with Thibaut Courtois and is now married to a loyal woman. Good for you, De Bruyne. Have standards. Here's the interesting. Andrew Robinson, young guy, 26, but he got married, I think, when he was like 22, 23, and is arguably one of the best young left backs, well, one of the best left backs in the world, period. Virgil van Dijk's been married for a while. Sergio Ramos got married just, I think, like 1 or 2 years ago, right before the world imploded with Rona. And Carvajal is married. And Ter Stegen, I think, recently got married before Rona happened. By the way, Ter Stegen's wife, smoking. And another observation that I made while doing research for this video, very important research, might I add, but it just seems like, to me anyway, that German footballers have the hottest wags. Just look at the wives and girlfriends of the likes of Joshua Kimmich, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, Mario Götze. So if I have any German fans out there, please teach me your ways. Then you have backup Allison on here. He's been married for a while. You got Mohamed Salah. He's been married for a while. Kareem Benzema might be a little bit shocking. You might expect that he would be on the Bachelor team with all the crazy sexcapades that he was involved with in his younger years, but has since reformed apparently and married his longtime girlfriend Cora, who's the mother of his kids, and is an all-round babe. Fabinho is married. Jordan Henderson is married. Are you shocked that Jordan Henderson is married? Just look at this man. He just seems like a dude who's been married since he was 16. Harry Kane got married, I think, just last year, right before Rona hit. Good for him. Luka Modric's been married for a while. Koulibaly, longtime married man. Same thing with Di Maria. Paulo Dybala, a little bit of a younger guy, especially because of the baby face, but he got married super young. Casemiro's married. Ederson's married. A lot of these Brazilian guys, besides Neymar, get married. Antoine Griezmann's married, but definitely, look at this guy. Antoine Griezmann definitely cheats on his wife. Let's be honest. That is the face of a fuckboy if I've ever seen one. And Pereira's married. Matt Hummels is married. Jordi Alba recently, I think, got married. Rafael Varane, a younger guy, he got married when he was young as well. Same thing with Marquinhos. And Giorgio Chiellini is 36. He's a old married Italian guy. Wife probably cooks a good pasta. Is that racist? And I mean, it makes a lot of sense. You can see that this team is, it tends to be on the older side, but older players tend to be the higher rated ones in FIFA. The most loyal married squad in FIFA 21, coming out to an attack of 90, a mid of 88, and a defense of 88. So as you can see, a slight advantage in all three categories compared to the fuckboy squad. All right, out of these managers, who looks like the biggest fuckboy? Definitely this dude, right? My man fucks. All right, now I've taken these two teams and I put them into career mode. We're at the very beginning. For me to remain neutral, I shall be simming as Tottenham. And we're just gonna sim to the end of the season. Go ahead and get that started. And I have to go ahead and make a prediction on who I think is going to finish up higher. And me, I'm not married. Very famously, in last year's edition of this experiment, I revealed to you guys that me and Mrs. MOnus were no more. And since then, I am still not married, but I am seeing someone. So I guess technically no longer single MOnus. So for that, I'm gonna have to go with the loyal men, the married men. But I guess we'll find out at the end of the season. Take it away, Time Wizard.
Go, Time Wizard!
But all right, we sit at the end of the season. Let's go ahead and take a look at how the players did. And all right, it is a scorching hot start for the single boys. Team Fuckboy and Cristiano Ronaldo go ahead and take it 30 goals. Although the man on the thumbnail, Mason Greenwood, coming in second place, 26 goals. Not too bad at all. But we do have the loyal man, Robert Lewandowski, coming in fourth place with 22 goals. We go down the list. We have Eden Hazard also on here. Moving on to assists, Cristiano Ronaldo again for Team Fuckboy. 10 assists, barely beating out Kevin De Bruyne of the loyal men. Although interesting though, we do not have another Manchester United player until Neymar in 15th. And we do have Robert Lewandowski as well as Eden Hazard going in here in 11th and 12th place. And when it comes to clean sheets, it is Rui Patricio of Wolverhampton Wanderers who goes ahead and gets the top clean sheet score and is the loyal men of Liverpool, Ederson, who has 14. Although we do see two players on here, Manuel Neuer and Jan Oblak going in with 8 apiece, which would put them at 16. All right, Spurs is in third place, and a reminder that Team Fuckboy is on Manchester United, and the loyal married men are on Liverpool. So, second place is Liverpool, and the married men have fallen to the man sleuths. The man whores have taken it. Damn you, Team Bachelor. 90 points to 84, so it was relatively close. And when it came down to it, defensively, they were right around the same, but offensively, just the Bachelor team were sowing their seed, scoring 94 goals. Liverpool only mustering 79. Yeah. So, I got my prediction wrong. I was with the loyal boys, try to be a good boy. Didn't work out. So, if you want to be qualified for a video game, go ahead, leave the video game or OnlyFans that you would like to be subscribed to for a year, and leave the hashtag not OnlyFans. And I'll go ahead and I'll pick a winner in like 2 weeks. But for all those loyal boys and married men out there, there is still a shot at redemption. Let's go ahead and take it to the live action portion. All right, and as you can see, these two teams stride out onto the pitch. You got the loyal man, Lionel Messi, and Mr. Studio Girl, Thibaut Courtois, leading out Team Fuckboy. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think is a better career path for an athlete? Do you think it's better to settle down early, focus on your career? Or do you think of having, you know, that carrot at the end of the stick of chasing skirts? Does that help motivate the likes of Mason Greenwood, of Phil Foden? It definitely motivates Thibaut Courtois. I can tell you that much. But I guess we will find out. The battle of Team Fuckboy versus Team Loyal is underway. Couple of tricks, couple of flicks. Phil Foden, he's got options ahead of him. Kimmich laying it off here for Mason Greenwood. He's in on it. Oh, what a save by Ter Stegen, but he was offsides. Ronaldo, Foden, Conte. Kimmich looking for something. Conte straight into the box. Kimmich. Oh, beautifully finds Ronaldo in between the lines. Unmarked. There we go. Team Bachelor. Saying see. Conte the give and go. And yeah. Sergio Ramos out of position in an experiment. Name me a more iconic duo. I'll wait. But our first corner of the match. KDB to send this one in. Lewandowski. Dangerous. Go it in. Oh my god. What a bullet header. Sensational Mason Greenwood. Trying to mark him and not too far away, man. Conte. Finding Kimmich. Oh, what a ball. And Ronaldo is clean on in through net. What a through ball. What movement from Cristiano Ronaldo. And he is absolutely taking over this match for the Bachelors. But look at this. Clean on net. Virgil van Dijk doesn't have the pace to catch up to Ronaldo. Just too easy. Simple. Joshua Kimmich, I think, has provided almost both assists. And that is going to be halftime. Oh, shit. I didn't say it before, but I guess I'll just go with it. Yeah, I'm doing the same prediction as last time. I'm going with the married men, and it's not looking good. But I mean, like, a 2-goal lead is not insurmountable. Let's see what happens in the second half. Bruce trying to make something happen. KDB. Loa. Trying to play a through ball to Messi. Just not on the same page. Laporte here. Oh, he's hounded. He's giving it to Lewandowski. He's on net. What a terrible mistake. And out of nothing, the married men are back in this. Look at that. And the man who should have won the Ballon d'Or gets a foothold for the married boys. Just a terrible pass. Who was that? Laporte didn't look where he was passing. Tried to give it back to PK. And Lewandowski was just lurking. And Polish power makes this a game. And go here. Back to Ronaldo. Plays it off to Conte. Use it on net, but Ter Stegen quick off the line to smother that, deflect it away. Gets it over to Neymar, and we're in the first minute of extra time. This is probably going to be it. Ronaldo gets that shepherd away, but it's the final minute. They have to force this forward, and that is going to be it. Honestly, a game kind of bereft of ideas, especially from the married men. If not for a mistake, they were not creative at all. Very impotent. And that is going to be a clean sweep for the Bachelors. So if we learned anything, guys, for all you young professional athletes out there, don't get married. Sow them oats. And of course, who else was going to lift the trophy for Team Fuckboy but the ultimate fuckboy in world football? Thibaut Courtois goes ahead, lifts it up. I check that trophy if it's pregnant and has STDs after this competition. Well, whatever. Trophy is a trophy. And yes, FIFA 21 has answered the question, is it better to get married or be single? It's definitely be single, apparently. At least that's what I tell myself. But alas, if you did enjoy, go ahead, hit your nipple into the like button. Really helps me out in the algorithm. I'd like to take this time to go ahead, give a big thank you to all of my patrons keeping this fat Asian alive during the global pandemic. And if you guys like more content from me, go ahead and click over here. If you want a Beckham career race-sim, it's a goodie. Go ahead and click over here. But yeah, that is going to be it for me, BMOnus. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Remember to stay yourself, stay humble. Until next time, boys, stay thick.